Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. My name is Jen. I'm going to pull some cards for air signs. This is your weekly forecast. It's going to be a check-in with your intuition on messages for the upcoming week. All right. If this reading resonates, hit like, subscribe, and drop your element or sign in the comments. It helps the channel, which I so appreciate. And it helps me know whose energy I'm reading with. We're going to start with an oracle message. And we are getting serendipity. Oh, that's always a fun word to say. Serendipity. All right, we have number 18. We have some real fun colors. I'm really getting the month of March for some reason. I mean, we have a clover there, and I'm thinking green, clover, spring, St. Patty's Day. But there could very well be something that happens in the month of March. So just keep your senses open. But serendipity is fun. It's lively. We have this, it looks like a fairy. Really reaching for that clover, all about good luck, good fortune. All right, let's see what we're getting today. I'm going to read the interpretation from the guidebook. All right, number 18. We're going to start with essential meanings. Here we go. Serendipity, opportunity, aligned with readiness, the awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols in magical alignment of events. All right, oracle message. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel of providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the whole world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. Ooh, I'm getting some just collective vibes on just what you are manifesting, and what you're coming up with is going to be just beautiful for the entire collective. Feels really good. Now, your protection message. Perhaps you left almost certain that Perhaps you felt almost certain that serendipitous events were meant to lead to something better. It was supposed to be the perfect business, or that person you gave your heart to was supposed to be the one. Yet it all fell apart. Consider this. Sometimes synchronicities and serendipities come together to lead you directly into difficulties in order to deliver an important lesson you need to learn before you hit the jackpot. Don't get caught up in the drama of disappointments. There really is a silver lining in the cloud. Spirit always knows what you need and is guiding you to where you are meant to go. Pay attention to the signs presented to you. All right, so there's a collective part of you as earth signs that have had something happen where you're looking at it as a failure. Don't look at it as a failure. Look at it as a way that you're learning something new. All right, so that's what we're beginning for this week. Let's jump into tarot and see what we have. All right. Beautiful. All right. First card out, we have the Eight of Cups. This is the energy you are embodying as we move into this week. We have the Chariot. This is what you're manifesting. This is what you are calling in. The Four of Cups. This is what's going to help you get there. And we end with the King of Wands, which is advice from Spirit. So there is definitely something that you're walking away from. Okay, you're walking or wanting to move away from, whether you take the step or not. We'll get a little more into it. But it's because, one, there's something missing, and two, you're over it. Like, there's a boredom. There is something where you want more. Now, we do have some cups cards in here, and as air signs, you're very logical. You're very much in your head. And so there's an energy of needing to really, you're healing some emotions. So listen to your emotions, right? The serendipitous. Don't look at this as a failure. Look at this as like, what lessons am I learning so that I can go and find what my heart is really wanting. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is the energy of what's underneath it all. This is the energy that is hidden, right? It's underneath, and you're building something. Now you are collaborating. There's a level of creative flow happening. So you're in the process of building something. You have a masterpiece that you're starting on. Now this could be you've put in the application for the job, and so you're waiting to get that information, or I just got that message. You just got the confirmation saying, yeah, you've got the job. So now it's time to work, to create, to make. This is something that's going to be stable and sturdy. Pentacles are the stablest of the elements. So make sure that you are having confidence in your own talents. Whatever your role is, have confidence, because if you weren't involved and you didn't have it, then they couldn't accomplish what needs to be accomplished. All right, nice to start off with. Okay, your energy coming into this read this next week is the Eight of Cups. You are either going to make the step to move on, or you are moving on, or you've already done that. That is because, again, you have created a nice life. Okay, these cups are filled with things that are great. They're also filled with some things that you're like, there's something missing. In fact, I'm missing. This cup is right here, and there's a purpose, and there's something else that I am needing to go forward. So this week you are starting on a quest. It could very well be an emotional quest. You may not, you could be physically moving somewhere, but there is a new journey that you're starting when it comes to your emotional world. Take only what you need, okay? This person has a small backpack. You don't need much on this. That's because it's more about the journey than the product or what you're after. There are things that you're going to be learning, okay? And be serendipitous about it. Have fun. Be silly. There's a real serious energy that I keep getting. And I know, like, as air signs, again, you're all about the mind and facts, but there's a level of some creativity that needs to come in. So have fun. Go do something that you don't typically do. Okay, if you are let's say a writer, a nonfiction writer. You write nonfiction, and it's lots of facts, and you do historical events, and that's what you do. Maybe write a little bit of fiction. Maybe come up with a short story, and add some flair to that. That's because what you're doing is you're building some new neural pathways, and not only neural pathways, because I mean, you're all about the mind, but you're also building emotional pathways. And that's a big thing that's going to help you on this journey that you're starting. So this next week, there's a brand new quest that you're starting to embark on. What you're calling in is really that motorcycle so that you can move. You're calling in an opportunity to move, to start the adventure. Now, you literally could be calling in a brand new move. Some of you could be wanting to move states. You could be wanting to move countries. You could be wanting to move in career or business. But you're literally calling in this chariot, okay, this vehicle to move you to wherever you need to go. There is a level of needing to balance some light and shadow. So if and so there's a level of maybe doing some shadow work. There's some energy of saying, you know what? Again, from that serendipity card, go through and those things that you thought were failures, what is the lesson? Okay, because this person is armed with just the lesson. This person is armed with just the lesson. You do not need to take a lot, but there are some things that you need to take a look at and go, all right, I'm starting here. And there's this energy of, oh, the unknown. Yeah, it's scary, but it is thrilling. There's a thrill. Okay, some of you may just very well be calling in experiences because you're a thrill seeker and you haven't been able to do that. So if you're one that needs to go out and go rent a motorcycle, feel what it feels like. Make sure you're wearing a helmet. Be safe as you're doing it. Maybe you have a convertible and you need to just put the top down and go ride the open roads, okay, to feel the wind, okay, to feel that that air blowing through your hair and blowing through the energy, the feelings that you're seeking. Okay, you could go, maybe you have kids and it's like, we're going to the trampoline park. Go jump on the trampoline. Okay, feel the weightlessness, feel the lifting, because all of those things, again, go for a jog. There's a lot of movement advice that's coming through. So tap into your body. Some of you may need to even start a regimen because you're calling in. Maybe I'm going to sign up for a gym so I can go pump iron. There's a level of, I need to release I feel like I'm in my head, I'm on my bench in the gym and I'm doing some chest press. You know, that could very well be something that you might need to do. So get moving, literally, figuratively, and energetically. That's really what that's the manifestation. That's what you're calling in. That's because there is an energy of you needing to release. Okay, there is some stagnancy. There is some boredom. You could very well have been at a position for a very, very long time and you're very good at it. It's second nature to you, but there's this boredom because it's the same thing over and over and over again. What's going to help you do that is to build new routines, to build new experiences that are going to give you new emotional energy. So when we think about emotions, emotions are energy in motion. And a lot of times, like things will have experiences and we get an emotional energy, we feel it. And then sometimes it might be an emotion like grief, or an emotion like sadness, or an emotion like shame. These are those shadow aspects, okay, that we tend to push down because it hurts, okay? They don't feel good. Sometimes it makes your stomach feel icky, or it shifts the chemistry in your body, to shift your thoughts. Like, ooh, that's a feeling of shame, and then you start thinking about that memory. So those are some things that we start saying, nope, I don't want to think about that. I'm going to shove it behind. I'm going to shove that thought away, and I'm going to push that emotion down. What that then does is create this block, because we want flow. We want energetic flow. We want emotional flow. We want water flow. We want air. Okay. So I'm literally getting off of that, going and getting in a convertible and letting the air just blow those emotions, blow those thoughts. Maybe you need to go do some indoor skydiving, or actually, if you're a thrill seeker and you want to do that, just be safe about it. But those are some things that are going to help you shift this same old, okay? So it's really advising you to break free from that. There are these new opportunities that are coming through, and you're going to miss them because you're stuck in this energy of meh. If you need to, meditate outside, meditate in a space where you have fresh air. If you're in a space where you can actually open up your windows, open up your doors, let that air come through. That's a big, huge message. There's a lot of air. Blow it, let it go. Now, the King of Wands is the advice from Spirit. Now, Spirit is coming in, or the universe, and is saying it's time for you to embody some assertiveness, some boldness, seeking those experiences that are going to make you feel excited, a little bit of anxiousness, a little bit of elation, because it's those things that are going to help you shift the energy that you need to. Maybe you need to plan, okay? King of Wands is an entrepreneur. Now, let's say you're being guided to start your own business. Start that plan. Start seeking out those opportunities that are giving you the thrill of, oh, I don't have the money to do that. Let me take a risk. Now, calculated risk, okay? But let me take a risk to see what happens. This could very well be a person that embodies the King of Wands is going to be your mentor. And maybe they are helping you to look at what you need to bring in. There could very well be some life coaching vibes on here. Maybe you have a life coach or a therapist that is now, you're starting some plans where you are going out and taking bold, assertive steps. And that is what's being advised. Start changing some of the things that you do, but do it in a way that you're like, hey, I'm going for so much more. Okay, this is really going to help. And with each of those, you are really shifting not only your vibe, but a collective vibe here too. You're helping to push. And again, you are all about innovation. You're all about like helping. You're the humanitarians, you earth or you air signs. You're the ones that really help with the innovation and get things rolling. And that's what's being advised. So this next week, there's some big things happening, okay? Literally, go out and move. Go do some fun things. Now, drop me a comment. Let me know, what are those fun things that you're seeking, okay, to get that air moving. All right, air signs, that's what I have for your check-in for next week. Please like, subscribe for more intuitive wisdom. Until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. Bye-bye.